I really like this music. It's just so chill. Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to the Distant Kingdoms demo as part of my Indie Game Lightning Round Demothon and the Steam Winter Games Festival. I'm doing a lot of demo event things and demo stuff. I don't know. It is just what it is, and I love them. It's fun. It's a great way for me to try out games much earlier than I normally would, and determine whether or not I actually want to pick them up and play them when they fully come out. It makes my life a lot more organized. So without further ado, we're just gonna take a quick look at the settings because that's what you have to do. It's like a contractual requirement if you are me. It's pretty basic. Good, and I don't have to change the game around. Cool. I just like turning down the sound effects a little bit. I'm not big on UI sounds or gun noises or slashing. It's never been my thing. I really like this painted illustration. It really kind of sets the scene. You know, nice, quaint town, and then magic tower. I would hate to be any of the people with a window pointing at this. It's like, damn it, Whizman, shut off your magic orbs. And the Whizman is like, no, I need them for lightning bolts. And it's like, what do you need lightning bolts for? I don't know, I'm rambling. I love the idea of, like, yeah, just having this town wizard that just lights up the night randomly because he's insane. It's just a total slice of life medieval story, but with wizards being annoying and like wizard HOAs. So welcome to the Distant Kingdoms tutorial. Demo will come to an end once you meet the requirements for Citizens Tech Node or reach 5 mid-density houses. Start the tutorial. Oh, I like that. Welcome to Distant Kingdoms and the lands of Ineron. The survivors of the Talam cataclysm fervently await your guidance. Help them survive and thrive in their new home. Be aware that this land is not uninhabited. Discover weird and wonderful creatures that stalk the plains, the mountains, and the secrets that have lain dormant untouched until your arrival. But worry not, for this tutorial will guide you in your first steps towards victory. And so, prepare the emergency cattle, wake the sleeping mages, head to the tavern and gather the party. Adventure awaits. Alright. These are your goods. Crescents, mana, happiness, and residence. Indicate how your settlements are doing. They're vital to their survival. Keep your treasury stocked with crescents, use mana wisely, and fill your towns and cities with a happy and satisfied population. I wish this was a bit bigger. It's kind of hard to read at this size. From here, you'll be able to place new buildings, explore new areas, keep a weather eye? Huh. I've heard that phrase before, but not often. On managing your city and research new techs. This is a settlement filled with people who've escaped from Talam. Talam? I don't know. And are ready to start their new lives. Clicking on a settlement will open the city overview. In the city overview menu tells you everything about a city at a glance. Here you can see your demographics, happiness, immigration rate, and budget. Close it now. Cool. Time to build your first warehouse. Oh, it's on a grid. Thank you. Okay, open the build menu, warehouse. You can rotate its placement with Q and E. Now, I'm assuming there's going to be a road, so I'm going to put it there. Maybe. I guess I'll just wait for it to go up. Excellent. Now click on the warehouse. Okay, most buildings have an inspector containing important information. So it's got wood and food. Okay, stockpile limit shows only a certain amount of goods can be stored within the building. Building efficiency is tied to the number of employees working there. Storage section shows which goods are inside. The building can have multiple jobs, some of which have a target affluence. Different affluences can work these jobs, but can affect building efficiency. We'll talk about affluence soon. All buildings have a monthly maintenance cost in crescents to keep them active. For now, buildings won't cost maintenance while you're learning the ropes. How kind. Oh, thank you. I've played a number of these games in the past where it's like, hey, you're doing the tutorial, but if you go slow enough, you lose. And it's like, don't do that to me. Emergency. Fire, illness, and crime can affect a building, and these percentages show the monthly chance of an emergency happening. There are specific buildings that help manage these risks, so pretty low right now. Some buildings have unique functions, such as the warehouse you place. Click the Management tab. You can control what stock is kept in a warehouse. If you click on the good, you can prevent it from being stored in the warehouse. Marketplaces provide a place for your residents to get their goods. Houses should therefore be built close by. Build a small marketplace now. What if I can change the camera? Oh, thank you. Oh, that's nice. And it's not snap. It doesn't snap on anything. Roads are a crucial part of the city. Every building has a road entrance that must be connected to a warehouse via roads in order to function. Residents will use them to access buildings, get to construction sites, and head to marketplaces to pick up goods. They can build by selecting roads in the transportation menu. Oh, I guess I don't know, whatever. It's time to place some houses. As you're ready to have your first residents move in. 3 should do for a start. Don't forget to connect them to your small warehouse with roads. And shift, you can do multiple buildings in a row. This seems like a very smart game. Let's see. No, how do I rotate again? Shoot. I thought it was R. Tab. Shoot. Oh, Q and E. There we go. Alright, I'm just gonna put them at the end of this kind of row. We'll figure this out properly later. So houses, secondary industry, and decoration. Cool. I'll probably ignore that for the time being. Let's just let this go up. Those are not small houses. Well, in the meantime, I'm gonna just slap some roads around. Does look like they cost money, so that's good to know. I don't know what I'm doing. This is not the most efficient town setup I've ever done, but that's okay. Alright. Brilliant! These newly settled residents will pay crescents towards your treasury and monthly taxes, offsetting maintenance costs and allowing you to build and expand. Click on a house to see more details. Each household has a happiness rating, which is affected by whether their needs are being met. Since you're new here, your residents have decided to give you extra time before they grumble about their needs. Everyone is unique. Different races and different affluences will have different needs, whether they're required goods or buildings. Satisfying these increases happiness, but if a house's needs aren't met, then the happiness is reduced. Required goods will be collected from marketplaces. As your city grows, you'll have the opportunity to upgrade housing density and affluence. Increasing density allows for a bigger household. Raising affluence means more crescents are paid in tax, but requirements increase. Go ahead, click on the small marketplace. You can see an overview of the needs in nearby houses clicking on the corresponding marketplace. So luxury needs bread and water. Here's a little reminder, you can hover your cursor on almost everything to get a helpful tooltip if you want to see more information. Bread, water, fire rate, illness risk, base value, K. Then we have 3 human households. Small warehouses contain starting goods that'll keep your residents happy for a time, but you'll need to start producing your own to keep them satisfied. Okay, so the tech tree has a number of tech nodes, each of which will have specific requirements. To unlock a node, you must first focus on one. Set your focus on resource working node. Set focus. So this will get us a lumberyard, water well, gatherer's hut, wood, water, and berries. The requirements to unlock resource working have been added as a quest in the top right for you to keep track. When you complete a quest, be sure to click the tick to dismiss it. Use what you've learned so far to complete the quest. Oh, and be aware, buildings now cost maintenance monthly. Okay, so let's tick these off. So I gotta have a population of 10. So it means 1 more house. Get it down. Oh, this is pleasant. I like the music. It looks really nice. I'm getting a very heavy Banished feel, which is good. I liked Banished, but I found it to be a little confusing. It's like a midpoint between Banished and potentially SimCity or something like that. Because I don't think it's going to be quite as nitty-gritty. I remember having a population of nothing but old people, because I guess none of them wanted to have kids, and it was really confusing, and then everyone died, and it was sad. Okay, population is currently 10. Now, 2 out of 2, 2 out of 2, 2 out of 2. So each of these house sets only has so much population in it. So, I guess I'm going to extend that there. We're just going to finish off housing row. So this has 8? Now, do I just give more houses baseline? Are these individual people? Yeah, they don't actually have personalities or ages or anything like that. It's just a matter of waiting. Okay, let's go super fast. Well done. Enter the tech tree again to unlock resource working. Okay, so new houses, farming, or mining. With the resource working unlocked, you're ready to build a lumber yard. Exit the tech tree. No, we're probably going to want to look into getting a crop farm. So I'm going to start research on that, even though it's more about requirements more than anything else. Okay, lumber yard. And gatherer's hut. Gathers the juiciest berries. Oh, how big is the water well? Very small. Okay. Oh, I don't have enough money for it. Okay, so that will cut down trees to produce wood. Now click on the lumberyard. Okay, having efficient buildings means they have a good product output. So it's in your best interest to have the maximum amount of employees working there at all times. Make sure you've got enough residents, and at a push, you can increase your building's job priority. Okay. How? Priority down at the bottom. Progress bar tells you how far along a building is into producing its goods. Let's talk about upgrades. Upgrade, strengthened axes. So increased efficiency, increased maintenance cost. Fair enough. Most buildings have upgrades available. For upfront materials, and upfront materials cost will increase their output, but also cost more maintenance. Suggest trying to purchase an upgrade whenever you uncover new building materials. Okay, let's go back here. When a lumberyard runs out of trees to fell, it will stop production. The plant trees button will allow the lumberyard to continue operation. How sustainable? Okay, but I need money for that. Now you're producing and stockpiling wood, you'll soon have enough to build a gatherer's hut, which will fulfill your residents' need for berries. If you have crescents for it, you can place a construction site down in advance, as the required materials become available to automatically be transferred to the construction site. Open up the build menu, build a gatherer's hut, and make sure you place it close to some berry bushes. Remember to connect a road to the road entrance, otherwise the construction site won't be able to get the wood. Okay, so that means we gotta actually find some berries. Berry bushes. Here we go. Okay, I think that's right. I'm gonna hope my people don't starve. Put that down. We'll be fine soon. Oh, we get portals later. Hell yeah, wizards. Okay, so I'll just put this here as soon as I have the money. Dang it, pay taxes faster. Alright, let's just increase the speed. There we go. We don't have the lumber, but that's okay. So how's this doing? Okay. As you'd expect from your gatherer's hut, it'll get berries from berry bushes. So big issue with this one, now that I'm looking at it, is I needed to have put it much, much closer to the trees. I figured the lumberjacks would just go out and lumberjack. So this might be one of those where we want to build a new sawmill out in the middle of the woods and actually give it some space. But of course, we're going to have to wait for taxes to roll in. On the plus side, we should have enough money, so I don't think I'll be in dire straits. Let's take a look. 7 berries. Yeah, we've got water, we've got berries, and we've got wood. We've actually got a decent amount of wood. So let's... let's just hope for the best here. Okay, 20 berries. That's a good sign. I wonder if it'd actually be prudent. I wouldn't do it immediately. Well, no. It can store 1,000 berries in it. So I don't think that's as big of a deal. Okay, we've got tons. So I'm just gonna wait here and just let money accrue. You have to keep in mind that over time the Gatherer's Hut will deplete the berry bushes. When that happens, you can click the button to regrow berry bushes for crescents, otherwise it will stop producing berries. Got it. Congratulations, you're getting the hang of the basics so far. The Gatherer's Hut will send berries to the warehouse, the marketplace will redistribute them to houses nearby. Just in time, your residents are now insisting you fulfill their needs. It's vital to keep residents' needs satisfied. If happiness drops too low, people will not want to move to your fledgling town, and your current residents will start moving out. As this grows into a city and resident numbers increase, the people insist that happiness is higher before they settle into new homes. You're getting the hang of this. This concludes the main part of the tutorial. Don't worry, you won't be on your own. I'll chime in to help you along the way every so often. Hey! Hello. Starting to run low on crescents. I recommend you build some more houses, and otherwise allow the treasury to build up. Yeah, I figured as much. Well, we now for sure have enough food, so I'm not in as dire of resource situations. Let's see. Ooh, warehouses. That's a requirement. I'm gonna put a house across from this. If we're lucky, we can get people that live in that house to potentially work at I don't know. We're gonna need bigger roads. I think that's my big deal. Well, we're also out of wood, but I have 131 stocked, so it's not the end of the world. Question. So we have quarters? Interesting. I wonder what that means. Demolition. So let's wait until this is cleared out. And then I'm going to try and demolish it and see if I get any resources back. I mean, otherwise we have a bunch sitting around, so it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, let's just demolish it. I do get some money. But yeah, let's build our lumber yard further out with actually a bunch of trees. And let's expand our housing situation as we need way more taxes. So what do these people need? They need bread. They have water. They're happy enough, but they need bread. Unable to upgrade affluence, have reached highest affluence. Can't increase density. I can't downgrade density. Oh, they do have names and ages, so that's something to keep in mind. Okay, well, I need one more set of houses. So I'm just going to put a second set here. And this will get us farming tech. We should probably also save our money to regrow some berry bushes, otherwise we're going to run out. That said, how many berries am I sitting on? I'm sitting on a lot of berries, so we're not in the worst position. Okay, so let's go back to the tech tree for a second. Unlock crop farm, and start working on baking. I wonder if, oops. Wow, hi. You know what? I'm fine with that. That's a lot of berry bushes. Okay, get rid of him. Look at some things. So, increase population to 30, build a crop farm. Crop farm is going to require a bunch. And we'll probably want to put it out here. Like, really give it some room to breathe. But it costs a lot of crescents, so let's leave that alone for a bit. Let's actually, seeing as I'm kind of low on crescents. Oh, still low on crescents. Let's get a number of houses down. Okay, so happiness is dropping a little bit. A number of these are okay. I think it goes up based on their needs being filled. Okay. So I'll have to keep an eye on my food situation. But I think once we get the bread going, that'll solve most of my issues. Speaking of, we should have enough for the crop farm. This reminds me of a game I played a long time ago called Lethis Path of Progress. It was really neat. It was very much about, you know, fulfilling your population's needs and having like a nice balancing act between all of them. It also had like a really lovely visual style. Unfortunately, I don't think it actually took off particularly well. It wasn't the deepest. It was... I don't know. Okay, select crop farm. Okay, farms produce goods depending on what type of fields have been placed. So crop farm can produce grain and barley once it's been unlocked later. Well, we're doing grain. Okay, farm can only support so many fields. Placing one costs crescents. To make a grain field, select... Okay, now we've done it. Okay, so this can support 6. I guess in this case... maybe we, oops. Let's go here. It's not even in it that's going to bother me. But that's okay. The more fields the same type of farm has, the more that good it'll produce over time. For example, crop farm with one grain field will produce 1 grain every month. However, having multiple of different types allows the farm to produce both goods at the same time. Obvious. I was wondering if there's a synergy bonus to it, but it doesn't look like it. So you can delete the fields whenever you like, individually or all at once. Alright. There's also upgrades. So increases efficiency, but costs moolah. And everything else costs, but that's okay. Let's go to this one. Does this have upgrades? Yes. And a 1% cost is not a big deal. I'm going to dump some money, which, speaking of, I have a lot of now. Just dump it into that. Alright, so next order of business, grow population some more. This is not the densest town. I definitely screwed up a little bit with the roads. I guess what I could do... I'm going to just put that there. What I think I'm going to do is probably demolish these and move them. In a little bit. Or at least leave that there so we have more space, question mark. Alright, so if we go to science, unlock bread. Okay. So back to construction. So we gotta make windmill. We're gonna need stone. So I guess mining time. I think we're actually just done. We've already got it. New houses. Mana well. Oh, now we're talking. Mana wells are unlocked here. What's a mysterious land without its magic being used to its potential? Be careful though, magical mishaps in the very distant past caused all manner of carnage. So we need a stone mine and 50 residents to pull that off. Or 60 residents. So I guess let's focus on magic for the time being. I'm so glad there's magic in this. I have no idea how it's going to work. Okay, mining. Let's see. We've got to get stone. Something you gotta keep in mind when it comes to mines, though. They can be built on top of nodes across the land. Stone mines... That'd be, well, stone nodes. Once you find a stone node, select your stone mine, plop it down. Alright, so I think that's our only stone that I see. This is a very small, basic map. But this is also the tutorial. Okay. So we're gonna need more wood. How's the lumber mill doing? I guess the big issue is just we need a small warehouse out here. I really screwed up on the placement of a bunch of these things, but that's okay. Now that you have two warehouses, you might want to consider moving goods between them. It's called warehouse trading. You can do this in the warehouse menu. Okay, I'm going to do that in a second. I'm going to smack down that there. And then actually demolish both of these. Oh, click on the trade button. Trade routes. Click on the create trade route button. To keep track of your trade routes, you can individually name them. Adding warehouses to a map is simple. All you have to do is click them on the map. Okay, let's actually do a stone route. But we also need two warehouses. Oops. Alright, construction, small warehouse. I'll build that out there. Alright, let's go. I don't think I want to bother with that yet. Okay. Edit route. Should be good. I apparently misspelled stone route, but that's okay. So, eventually it looks like we do actually get to expand. Loaded, unloaded, green tick. Okay, you'll find this very handy when you have to, say, send some iron from a small mining community back to your main population center. Trade routes do cost monthly crescents and become more expensive as more stops are added. Got it. Alright. Return to Kingdom. I think a lot of these things are going to be things that I bother with at a much, much later date. As much as I'm enjoying this experience so far, this is also the kind of thing that I could easily shelve for a while and come back to later. Okay, let's take a look. What do we have? Still no bread. That's a big issue. We also have, like, no food. I'm gonna get a new well in right there. So I guess demolishing my warehouse like a fool did also delete all of my resources. Whoopsie-doopsie. Get rid of those. Alright, I'm just going to assume everything works out in my favor. And honestly, if we lose, once again, this is very much indie game lightning round territory. As much as I'd like to play a whole bunch of this, it's also kind of in my best interest to not, actually. Extra taxes. Someone of the Treasury isn't great at maths, resulting in too much tax being collected. What should be done with the excess money? Give it back to the people that need it. Extra happiness. I need the money. I need other resources. We'll just go for happiness to offset the fact that I kind of squandered a lot of stuff, deleting a warehouse like a dingus. Next time I play this, I will get the grid perfect, and we won't have to worry. Question. I need wood to be able to upgrade density and affluence and whatnot. That said, their needs are not being met, so I'll wait until we have bread. Let's see, how much stone are we sitting on? A bunch, but it's not actually getting moved. Let me double check my trade routes. Oh, it's also got grain. Okay, so I didn't set this up correctly. That's fine. Okay, so other thing to note is that this could use a warehouse as well. Let's see, create another trade route. Let's see. Red. Okay, I'm gonna leave the bread route for a second, because in retrospect, we've got to get a windmill. And honestly, we might as well just handle the baking out here, though we don't have the wood for it. I really should not have deleted all my wood like a fool. It's okay. It is such a pleasant game, though. And I really like this just jolly, super generic medieval music just going on in the background all the time here. It's just casual. Okay. Well, I'm hyper committed to getting this whole bread system done, and then I will probably stop. We're currently at 120 wood. Now, question. Lumberyard... A second lumberyard does not actually cost wood. So I'll get a second one of these. And also plant seeds. There we go. Settlement's getting restless. I'm pretty sure I'm garbage on the whole needs situation. What? Okay. I guess I'll build it right there. Maybe they need to be, like, directly connected. I don't know. I had a good thing going for a second, and then it didn't work. Because, yeah, nothing is being stored here, and I don't know why. I think I screwed up, and I can't tell you why. I've got the resources clearly. What's going on? I don't know. It should be working, but I guess it messed up somehow, and I can't tell you what went wrong. But my population is cratering really fast, so I guess I lose. So I think I'm just going to call it here and just say whatever I did, I screwed up, and that's okay. Let's end the demo. It's a neat game. I clearly, if it works, don't fix it. Especially if it's something as important as food distribution. I'm sure these bugs will get ironed out when the game actually comes out, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be a while. I didn't see a release date on this one, yeah. Q2 2021, so we just got a little ways to go before this comes out. But as far as, like, basic town builders go, I love the idea of this, and I can't wait to see where it goes. Especially once I start messing with, later on upgrades, bigger houses, better town layouts, stuff like that. Like, I'm looking at the screenshots for this on the Steam page, and it just looks so lovely, so quaint. I have no idea if we're going to have to worry about, like, town defenses. It doesn't really seem like it, but who knows. So, with all that said, if you guys like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like. Helps more than you know. And if you want to see more, you're going to have to wait a little bit, but I will gladly play more when this comes out. Until then, I got a lot of other indie games to check out in the meantime, so hope you check those out in the meantime as well. Words, I'm rambling. I guess with all that said, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.